From CEFCU Arena on the campus of Illinois State University, it is almost time for a 4A clash with a trip to state on the line. In a Class 4A Super-Sectional, it's the Downers Grove North Trojans at 29-4 and the Normal Community Ironmen at 30-5. With Joey Wright, it's Larry Larson in with you. And Joey, the stakes are obvious here. This is everything you ever dream of as a high school athlete. You win, you go to state. How do you let that pressure seep in but not overcome you?
Well, Larry, both these teams have a lot of experience. A lot of seniors up and down the roster for these squads. And they're used to playing in big games. Maybe not on this stage at CEFCU Arena with the trip to the state finals. On the line big, but still. They played in some big games. And heck, Downers Grove North last year was a state finalist, so they have been on this stage before. But I think you look at it like any other game as best you can. And a lot of players will tell you when the game starts, when you get into that first quarter, it feels like any other game. You get into your office, you settle in, you're playing with your boys, right? You're playing with your teammates you've been to battle with so many times. So I don't know that this stage is necessarily going to be that big of a factor. And that's a relief for both these teams because they have some playmakers. Both these teams so much fun to watch. A combined 59-9 this season. There's a lot of talent on these teams. I'm excited to watch them get up and down the floor.
As Downers Grove North does their pregame diving on the floor routine, Normal Community lines up in front of their bench, about set for the national anthem. Downers Grove has the decided advantage in the sense that they were at state last year. You mentioned it, but Normal Community has a home court advantage and then some. This arena is over half full and a lot of it in black and orange.
Yeah, the home court advantage is definitely going to play into Normal Community's hands. Downers Grove North's brought a lot of purple, but multiply that times maybe 4 for Normal Community. A lot of black behind us. They've overtaken what was Hayworth's section for the last game, the Class 1A Super-Sectional between them and Chicago Hope. They've got about half of the lower bowl consumed, and there's even more in the upper deck behind us. It's going to be a Normal Community crowd tonight.
And it's going to be a great atmosphere. We're going to have our national anthem coming up, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a listen into the PA, and then we'll get you the starting lineups here shortly. It's Normal Community, Downers Grove North, next on CSM.
Security will always have priority with the duties. Therefore, if you are refusing to cooperate with personnel in any manner, please do so promptly. Your assistance will enable event staff to fulfill its responsibilities efficiently. And now, please remove all hashtags on cell phones. Ladies and gentlemen, please join our student athletes and coaches in honoring America and celebrating its freedom and those who protect it. Please rise as one nation and one people for the playing of our national anthem.
This crowd has some juice as the national anthem has been played, and we are just about set for basketball between Normal Community and Downers Grove North in Normal, Illinois. We're at CEFCU Arena. You're listening to Clutch Sports Media. Glad you're with us. DGN out of the suburbs, of course, Normal Community here in central Illinois. Both teams with a lot of talent. Both teams with power commits, Division I commits at the very least. Starting lineups for you. Let's start with Downers Grove North. The home team on the scoreboard, but the visitors in the environment. It starts with Jake Reamer, the senior, at 6'8" at forward. Owen Thulin starts at guard. The senior is at 5'11". Jack Stanton, the Princeton commit, starts at guard at 6'1". Aiden Akawi is a 6'5" junior. He starts at forward, and to round it out, it's Alex Miller, the 6'5" senior forward. A lot of size for Downers Grove North, but you want to talk about size, how about Normal Community? Nico Newsom starting guard at 6'6". He's a senior. Braylon Roman at guard, 6'4", starting as a senior. Dexter Niekamp, the future ISU tight end, starts at forward. He's at 6'4". Noah Cleveland at 6'8" at forward, another senior. And then Jaheim Weber, the Wright State commit. Easy mistake to make there. Jaheim Weber at 6'10", the senior, starts at center. A lot of size on both sides.
A lot of size on both sides. That has really been Normal Community's strength this season. In the Big 12 Conference, there's just nobody that compare, but Downers Grove North, what they bring to the table, 6'5", 6'5", 6'8", in the starting lineup. They'll match up really well. And Larry, you alluded to the D1 commits on both these teams. It runs in the family for Normal Community. You look at what Zach Cleveland's doing at Liberty. These teams have great pedigrees, and we'll see if Downers Grove North is 32 minutes away from its second consecutive trip to the Class 4A Big Dance, or if Normal Community can get there for the third time under Dave Witzig, who's been their head coach since 1999, picked up his 500th win at the State Farm Holiday Classic earlier this season in that championship game.
The bottom line is these are two programs who are used to winning. They're accustomed to making deep playoff runs. This is the expectation for both these programs, games like this.
It absolutely is. Normal Community in its backyard. Talked about the crowd. There's probably, I would guess, 5,000 or 6,000 people at CEFCU Arena here tonight. I don't think that's an unfair estimation. This would be a good crowd for an Illinois State game. Downers Grove North has brought a good crowd behind its bench and into the rest of the arena as well. So this is all you can ask for. It was a good crowd last game, the Class 1A Super-Sectional between Hope and Hayworth. Hope pulled away in the late stages, but I think we're going to see a game that was just as good, if not better, than that one.
Again, the starting five for Community, it's Newsom, Roman, Niekamp, Cleveland, Weber. For DGN, it's Reimer, Thulin, Stanton, Akawi, and Miller. It'll be Reimer to jump it up against Jaheim Weber from Normal Community. DGN in their home whites. DGN across the chest in purple with gold trim. Ironmen in their alternate oranges. Ironmen in white across the chest. The toss, the tap is won by DGN. They move from right to left. And we're underway in the IHSA Class 4A Super-Sectional. Reimer has it in between the circles, and he dishes it off to Thulin, the senior guard at 5'11". He hands off to Stanton. Now it's reversed to the left wing. Stanton has it. Now Thulin at the Redbird logo at half court. Dishes it back to Stanton. Top of the arc. It's tied up with Newsom, and this is going to be a foul. Early foul on Newsom. His first, team's first of the opening quarter. 7:37 left, for scoreless.
What's regrettable about that is Newsom had no intention of fouling him. He just slipped and collided with him.
Stanton will trigger it in near sideline. Gets it into the arms of Akawi and gets it right back at the top of the arc. He dishes it back to Thulin, who runs the offense at 5'11". He's guarded by the much larger Braylon Roman. Still on the dribble, one-handed pass over towards the left wing to Alex Miller. Drive and a bounce pass to the left baseline to Reimer. He's guarded by Jaheim Weber. Reset back up top. Patient first possession for DGN. Stanton pulls up top of the arc. Three, just off the mark. A little bit too strong. Rebound to Normal Community and Nico Newsom. Newsom walks it up high on the right, guarded by Stanton. And he gets it into the hands of Braylon Roman. He'll run the offense. Around a screen from Weber at the top of the arc. Over to Cleveland, deep on the left. Now it's Niekamp on the left wing. Weber in between the circles. Now back over to Newsom on the right arc. High-low pass, Weber. Power dribble on the right baseline. Goes up strong and cashes in the layup. Normal Community strikes first. It's 2-0 over DGN. 6:40 left for the opening quarter. One thing that's very apparent early is DGN wants this game to be a little bit slower. Stanton around a screen to the left elbow, left block, reverse layup, left it short. Rebound falls to Noah Cleveland. Here comes Normal Community in transition. Roman tiptoes the left sideline. Cleveland has it straight away. Now back over to Newsom on the right wing. Feeds Weber on the right baseline. One-on-one with Reimer. Picks it up at the right block. Trying to find a pass option, and his pass is tipped away. He was looking for Cleveland on the far wing. It's tipped out of bounds. It stays with the Ironmen. 6:11 left. Normal Community leading 2-zip.
Yeah, and whereas we're coming on the heels of a game that we saw a lot of transition opportunities, especially for Chicago Hope, this is more of a conventional game, some more traditional big men down low. Not going to see a lot of transition game compared to what you might have seen this season.
Niekamp thought about pulling up from 17. Instead, hands off to Weber. And now a handoff to Newsom. Or rather, that's Roman looking for Weber. Can't find him. Reverse pass to the far wing for Newsom. Thought about a three. Now has Weber. Takes one dribble. Pops a shot, and it's blocked by Reimer. Normal Community gets it back, and the stick back from Roman is good. That worked out good, and a foul in transition as Jack Stanton kind of got ran into from the rear by Nico Newsom, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's going to be Newsom's second foul in the early stages. Larry, Nico Newsom's been such a big part of Normal Community's attack this season, the senior guard. He's going to have to go to the bench already, and that's going to take some size out of the equation for the Ironmen early. Connor Smith's going to come in. He's about 5 inches shorter.
Connor Smith, the junior, at 6'1". Still some pretty good size at the guard spot. Stanton has it off the inbounds pass for the Trojans. He dishes to the left to Reimer. Now over to the right corner. Into the hands of Alex Miller. Up top, Reimer. Long two. Misses right. Rebound falls into the hands of Connor Smith. And he walks it up.
He must have hurt us.
Community moving from left to right. Niekamp off the cross-court pass. Thought about a college three. Instead, finds Smith. Slips it down low to Weber. Two-handed flush.
Well, get used to that from Jaheim Weber. How did Normal Community get here? With a game-winning dunk from Weber in the waning seconds of a game that they trailed Quincy 43-42 until he stole an inbound pass. That's what you're going to get from Weber all night.
A borderline miracle in that sectional final over Quincy. Normal Community with a 6-0 lead, 4:50 left for the first. Stanton in between the defense, pulls up for a long three, left it short. Rebound volleyballed around and hauled in by Noah Cleveland and the Iron. Here comes Braylon Roman on the near sideline to Niekamp in the right corner. Cleveland pops the long three. It misses right. Rebound hauled in by DGN and Akawi. Doolin walks it up, dishes left to Akawi, and a reset back up top. Reimer back into the arms of Stanton. Around the screen from Reimer. Over, back to the left wing. Doolin on the pass. Back up top, Reimer. Lobs it into the right corner. Stanton bounce pass to the left block, and a layup is swatted away by Weber. It was out of the hands of Akawi. Normal Community gets it back, leading 6-0, trying to extend the run. Roman, a drive and a kick into the corner. Smith back to Roman. Guarded one-on-one by the much smaller Thulin. Dribbles it high on the left. Roman nearly lost the basketball. Spins. A dish to the right block. Cleveland tried to slip it to Weber, and he lost the handle. It's tipped out of bounds on the far sideline. Last touch by Downers Grove North. It stays with the Iron as they lead 6-zip. 3:48 left for the first. And Weber checks out in favor of Kobe Walker, the fellow 6'10 center.
On that last defensive possession, Weber did a great job staying set in his zone. Gave Reimer plenty of space to shoot it, and that allowed him to shuffle down into a good position down in the arc to get that block. Comes off the bench playing a productive first 4 minutes.
Niekamp triggers it in on the far side of the baseline, left side of the hoop. Walker has it at the top of the key. Dribbles once, now twice, looking for a handoff and passes it on a chest pass to Cleveland. And now it's Roman, high on the right. Cleveland sets the screen. He passes it up, passes to Walker. Now over to the left wing, Connor Smith around the screen from Walker. Thought about a long three. Now it's Cleveland, top of the key. Pass over to Niekamp on the right wing. He's at the right elbow. Thought about a jumper and a reset back up top to Smith. He almost lost the basketball but recovers. Roman on the far wing has it poked away. One-on-one defense with Thulin. Cleveland has it straight away. Takes a few dribbles. Tries to back down his defender. Slips it out. Smith, three. Rattles in and out. Rebound goes to DGN. Thulin. Cross-court pass into the left corner. Akawi. Now Stanton lost the handle. And Noah Cleveland comes down with it. The senior with a takeaway. Cleveland has it straight away. Thought about a three. Hands off to Connor Smith. Now Niekamp. Wide open. Top of the arc. Pops the three. It's too strong. Off the bracket. And a foul on the rebound. I think they're going to get Kobe Walker for this one.
High-level basketball in the early stages, Larry, and we are just not seeing – we've seen a lot of turnovers. Normal Community on the defensive end's done a lot of good things, just not resulting in a lot of opportunities in transition. Downers Grove North is doing a good job of staying home.
They are, and they're still scoreless, trailing 6-0, 2:40 left for the first. Let's see if this is the possession as they move from right to left. Thulin pounds the rock, swings it straight away for Alex Miller. Gets downhill and slips it back outside. Stanton high on the left at the CEFCU Arena text. Near the left wing. Reversed over to the right corner. Thulin has it, slings it, top of the arc. Now reversed to the left wing. Miller, one dribble, trap, slips it on the inside. The post feed and the easy layup from Bobby Granado. Granado fresh into the ball game. Gets DGN on the scoreboard at 6-2. 2 minutes left for the first.
It's what it takes to win in the playoffs, Larry. A deep bench, and both these teams, they're first off the bench. We've seen Connor Smith have a great game for the Ironmen, too.
A lot of size, a lot of talent on both benches. Community to the right side with Niekamp. Now it's Roman high on the right, lobs it to Niekamp in the right corner. Now Cleveland in between the arcs. Over to Smith, drives baseline, cut off, lobs it up to Cleveland, powers it into the free throw line, layup, misses left. Walker dives on the rebound, slips it to Smith in the left corner. Ironmen have it. Roman thought about a three, straight away. Lob pass down low, and Cleveland's fouled by Akawi.
Well, Larry, for Downers Grove North's scoring troubles in the early stages, that's their first foul. Playing a pretty clean game on defense.
Now Cleveland checks out, and Jaheim Weber is back in. How about 2 6'10" guys on the floor at the same time with Weber and Walker? That's hard to handle. Niekamp on the right baseline lobs it up for Weber on the right wing, who hands off to Roman. Roman yet to dribble, directing traffic. Dishes to Smith, fadeaway, mid-range jumper, swish. Normal Community leads 8-2, minute 20 left for the opening quarter. DGN back with it, looking for an answer. Bucket's not easy to come by early. Stanton weaves his way inside, cut off on the left baseline, chucks it back up top for Reimer. Now back into the arms of Granado. On the left wing, it's Stanton, guarded by Kobe Walker. This is a mismatch. Let's see if Stanton tries to go to work. Crosses over, drives left, step back, almost traveled, pass into the corner. Thulin, triple on the way, left it short, and Walker soars for the rebound. Community's got it. They lead 8-2. Under a minute to go first quarter. Post feed to Weber. He's one-on-one with Granado. Double team comes. He passes out of it. Walker, 17-footer off the attachment. Long rebound goes to Reimer and DGN. They get it back. 35 seconds left for the opening quarter. And I think head coach Jim Thomas wants the Trojans to hold it here. He holds up one finger. One shot, he says, I think.
Well, and I don't hate that decision to hold it here down to 20 seconds. You're trailing 8-2. You might as well try and lock in some momentum going into the second quarter. Let's see.
Community not pressuring. Clock at 13 as the Iron fans boo. Stanton in between the circles. Chest pass to the left wing, Alex Miller. Clock at 5. Post feed, Granado one-on-one with Walker with 3. Out to Stanton, pops the 3 with 2. It's too strong. Rebound to Weber. Normal Community comes down with it. And Normal Community heads to the second quarter with an 8-2 lead over Downers Grove North with a trip to state on the line.
Normal Community defensively, Larry, in that first 8 minutes, doing a great job of forcing Downers Grove, even for all of its size, into some tough threes from around the perimeter. Community's defense not letting the Trojans get anything on the interior, and I really liked what I saw defensively from Kobe Walker there in that last, call it, minute and 30 seconds of the frame. Kobe Walker is a 6'10 powerhouse. I mean, he is 6'10 in a frame of all of it. I mean, he's not an easy guy to drive past, but he's still out here on the perimeter, guarding guys out deep beyond the arc. And on the offensive end, we saw him take what you call the 17-footer, was from behind the free throw line, deep too. Just when you've got a guy that can do so many things on the perimeter for that size, that's going to cause a lot of problems. And Kobe Walker, not a starter for Normal Community, but doing a lot of great things off the bench.
I was thinking the same thing, Joey. I think Kobe Walker would be a starter on every other team in the state of Illinois, maybe the exception of a few, but my goodness, when you're playing behind Jaheim Weber, or even with Jaheim Weber,
yeah.
I think you'll accept that role.
Yeah, definitely a Twin Towers look when they're both on the floor, and they're both so good for their size. You could say exactly what I just said about Kobe Walker for Jaheim Weber. There's a reason he's going to go play at Wright State. is because to be a big man in today's game, you got to do so many things well along the perimeter. You've almost got to be a big guard, and both Walker and Weber fit that role to a T.
Strong athletes at 6'10". Normal Community has it moving from left to right. They lead 8-2. Second quarter underway. Braylon Roman lobs it away, and the pass is taken away by Stanton. Coasts inside the lane. Layup is swatted away by Weber. Ironmen come out with it. They push it in transition. Smith drives right baseline, and he was fouled from behind. I think they're going to get Jake Reimer for his first.
Jake Reimer on offense, when he's guarded by Weber, Weber gives him plenty of space to shoot, and that's led to a lot of good things defensively for Community.
Bounce pass to Roman in the right corner, tries to drive, and he's fouled as he throws it away to Jaheim Weber. It looked like Roman was going up thinking about shooting, but then quickly dished it off as that contact came. Foul's going to be on the floor. Third team foul. DGN, 7:39 left in the second. Normal Community leads 8-2 in a defensive struggle. Smith, and a foul away from the basketball on the inbounds play. Smith couldn't get it in before the whistle. First foul on Normal Community.
Yeah, that's a good break for Downers Grove
Here in
North
the second.
after the quick pair of fouls there in 21 seconds to get one back before even the inbound pass. Trailing by 6. They need a bucket here. I mean, I know they only trail by 6. They need some momentum, something to go their way.
Half-court offense here for DGN. Akawi swings it to Stanton into the left corner. Thulin catch and shoot three. Left it short. Rebound tipped around into the waiting arms of Jaheim Weber. Here come the Ironmen. They push the pace. Newsom drives into the left corner. Now picks up his dribble. Finds Weber straight away. Over to the right corner. Smith surveys his options. Back to Newsom in between the circles. Now it's Roman high on the left. Guarded by Thulin. Around a screen, Roman gets knocked around, pass to Weber, spins to the basket, hook shot is good. Ballerina-like footwork from Jaheim Weber makes it 10-2. NCHS over Downers Grove North. Stanton weaves to the right wing, catch and shoot three, rattles in and out. Rebound tipped around, stick back is there for Downers Grove North. Aiden Akawi, right place, right time. Big bucket for DGN, makes it 10-4, 6:40 left for the second.
See if Community goes back to Jaheim Weber. He is almost unstoppable down in the paint. Such a skilled big man.
Community sets up the offense, bit of a slower pace. Newsom drives baseline, goes up strong, floats it up, left it short, shot was tipped. Weber there, his shot was blocked, but a foul called on Reimer. Is that Reimer's second or third?
On Reimer, that will be his third foul, I believe. As long as it updates in time here.
To paint the picture for the folks at home, when I asked Joey, he kind of didn't know. He kind of winced. And it will be his third if the scoreboard's correct. No less. Weber to the free throw line. He drains the first with ease. And Reimer will go to the bench in favor of Bobby Granto. Excuse me if I'm mispronouncing it. Spelled G-R-G-A-N-T-O, and again, that could be a misspelling in the program, but we'll go with Granto for now. Weber's second free throw goes down, and Normal Community leads 12-4, 6:20 left for the second. DGN has it, and like you said on that last possession here, I think the Trojans need a bucket. Stanton over to Granto, thought about a three. Now back to Stanton in between the arcs. Guarded by Roman. Over to the right wing, Granto. Now it's Thulin, weaves his way inside. Underhand pass to Cowie, left corner. Stanton pops the three, left it short. Weber's there for the rebound again. He takes a few dribbles himself before Braylon Roman comes to get it, set up the offense on the far sideline. Weber in between the arcs has it again. Now Niekamp on the right arc. Waves Nico Newsom over and passes to Noah Cleveland in the right corner instead. He walks it back up. Pass to Roman, high on the left, guarded by Thulin. He backtracks near half court, spins by his defender, drives inside, and he's fouled.
Back to DGN on offense, Larry. I mean, Downers Grove has got to penetrate. They've got to get it inside. Normal Community doing a great job of limiting the Trojans to something along the exterior, and it's just not working.
Normal Community leading 12-4, 5.5 minutes left in the first half. We're in the second quarter. Niekamp in the left corner, surveys the floor, waves a teammate over. It's Braylon Roman, picked up by Thulin. Screen comes from Weber. Roman, crossover, step back, three, you bet. Oh, that was nasty. Braylon Roman makes it rain. It's 15-4.
There is no defense for that. Braylon Roman making it look easy from downtown.
Downers Grove North, do they have an answer? Stanton on the right arc, curls around his screen, dishes it off to Akawi, now into the left corner. Miller, few dribbles, passes over Granto, three, too strong, offensive rebound. Thulin, stick back is absolutely smothered by Braylon Roman. He says absolutely not. Came out of the middle of nowhere. It stays with DGN as they trail 15-4, 4:50 left for the second.
What a sequence from Roman.
Stanton inbounds it, gets it right back in the right corner, weaves his way inside. Now top of the arc, pops the three, off the front iron. Rebound brought in by Connor Smith. He jets ahead, now slams on the brakes before half court, slows it down into the half court set for the Iron. A bit of an awkward pass, rolls to Braylon Roman. Now reverse to the right wing, Niekamp surveys the floor, has Smith straight away, thought about a three, gets downhill around a screen, lobs it up for Weber. Now it's Niekamp, powers his way into the paint, double team comes, hook shot too strong, rebound tipped around and it falls in. That might have been swatted in by Downers Grove North.
Might have been, and Noah Cleveland, pardon me. He reached up and grabbed the net. Looked like he almost grabbed onto the net as it was coming down, was able to release in time. You heard the crowd, a timeout called by Downers Grove North. It's starting to become really easy for Normal Community, Larry. They've built this lead. You can tell they're starting to play a little more free. The moment's not bothering them as much anymore. That crowd is getting behind them, and Downers Grove North on offense just has had no answers. Normal Community's not giving them anything inside. They're settling for a lot of bad threes. Not able to get set at the line either. What a defensive showing it's been for the Ironmen here in the early stages.
Normal Community leads 17-4. 4 minutes and 15 seconds left for the second quarter. You look at the first matchup between these two teams, of course, that Downers Grove North won. That game was away from Central Illinois, up north. That was a defensive struggle, 40-35. DGN won that game. Normal Community already almost, I think they are past the halfway point, or at least approaching the halfway point of what they scored in that game. They're having their way on the inside.
Yeah, they really are. And Palatine or Warren, out of Gurney, winner of that game will face the winner of this game. It's just almost impossible to match up with Normal Community's size. Not impossible. They've lost 5 games this season to some very good teams, but when you've got Weber, when you've got Walker, when you've got Newsom, all 6'6" or taller, Noah Cleveland too, it's just so hard, and Downers Grove North, it's going to make it even harder for them to claw out of this deficit.
Out of the Trojans' full timeout, they have it, moving from right to left. Stanton traces the arc, dishes off to Granto, drives lane line left, tries to back down his defender, slips it to the opposite block, and now a reset back to the outside. Miller, fadeaway three, ill-advised, he airballed. Rebound to Normal Community, and Braylon Roman glides across half court, dishes over to the left corner. Smith, pass back up top is Niekamp. He's smothered by Stanton. Reset back over to Smith. Fakes a pass inside. Kobe Walker into the ball game now for Normal Community. Cleveland in between the circles. Resets out to the high right wing. Roman gets to the free throw line. Step back jumper fading away is Cash Money. Braylon Roman creating space, creating shots, and creating a 19-4 lead for Normal Community. 3:20 left in the second.
Roman has been the player of the second quarter, Larry. He's been doing it on both ends.
DGN absolutely needs an answer now. They find Stanton at the free throw line. He's tied up on defense by Roman. Slings it into the right corner. Akawi drives. Bounce pass. Granto. Left-handed finish is there.
And that's exactly what they needed from Granto. Take the lid off the basket. And you see that there, Larry, to my point. They went inside. Granto did a nice job of cutting, got it off the block. That's what DGN needs to do more of.
2:50 left for the second. 19-6. Normal Community lead over DGN. IHSA 4A Super-Sectional. Smith has it on the right arc. Rolls around the screen from Walker. Pulls up at the right elbow. Gets it to Walker. He powers his way to the basket. He pushed off. It's a charge. And that'll give DGN's fans something to get juiced up about. First foul on Kobe Walker, rather the second foul on Kobe Walker.
Well, easily the best stretch of the game so far for the Trojans, and now you got to lock in this momentum. I'd say keep pounding it down low, see if you can get something cooking. Community, though, Larry, they played a really clean game so far. That's just their second foul this second quarter.
It is indeed. Led by 8 points from Jaheim Weber and 7 from Roman. Normal Community leads 19-6. 2.5 minutes left for the first half. Drive on the inside, Miller thought better of it. Hands off to Stanton at the top of the arc. Kind of holds one hand out as if to say, what are we doing here? Stanton around his screen to the top of the key. Bounce pass to Gergranto. Drive inside. Floater a little bit too strong. Rebound ripped down by Dexter Niekamp and the Iron. Roman trots it across half court. Underhand pass to Niekamp. Reverse to the left wing. Smith looks to the inside. Keeps it on the outside with Roman. Back to Smith. Catch and shoot. Left corner. 3. Swish. This fan base loves it for Normal Community. How could you not? They lead 22-6. Minute 50 left for the second. Stanton crossing over on Kobe Walker, but he's giving him all he can handle on defense. Stanton, right wing 3, off the mark, stick back, no. Rebound still loose, picked up by Thulin, slings it back out. Stanton thought about another 3, had it poked away, but it trickles to Miller. Passing to the left corner, Thulin, baseline drive, no look pass. Layup is blocked from the right block, and Jaheim Weber is hollering. Normal Community giving Downers Grove North everything they can handle right now, leading 22-6.
Right block and a block from the Wright State commit. How about that from Weber? Did not envision Normal Community getting out to a 22-6 lead this early in the proceedings. Still plenty of time for a very good Downers Grove North team. But Jim Thomas and company, they've just got to try to nurse this thing to halftime and try and get right a little bit.
Jamison Ordway into the game for the first time, and Alex Miller checks out. Joey, it's worth noting, this is a DGN team that does not like to push the pace, so a comeback could be difficult if this deficit grows too high. Cleveland has it at the free throw line, turns around, passes to the right corner. Smith, another 3. He got it again. Everything falling right now for the Iron. 25-6 lead. Minute left for the first half. Stanton in between the circles, swings it to the left. Reimer, catch and shoot Trey, left it off the front iron, and the rebound falls to Smith, but a foul called. They're going to get Braylon Roman for his, I don't know. Let's see, what's the call?
Looks like an offensive foul. That's going to go against Smith on the rebound.
Oh, wow.
And it looked like he
it's going to go on Normal Community. It's going to stay with Downers Grove North. Inbounds to Stanton on the right corner. He dribbles it back up top. I think they are going to get Roman there for his first foul.
That'll be Roman's foul, pardon me. Yep.
So Stanton stands at half court at the flowing feathers of the Illinois State Redbird, and he's just going to bounce that ball like it's a yo-yo, hip high. Chewing up this clock. Trojans don't want to let this lead swell any higher than it already is. 30 seconds left for the first half.
And if I were them, I wouldn't put this play into motion until about 10 seconds left. Don't give Community any time to try and force a turnover and drive the other way. Let's see. I'd give them about 5 seconds before they start the motion.
You can hear what the Community fans think of that. Whole lot of booing from the fans dressed in black in the near corner. Stanton puts the play in motion with 8. Stanton rolls right with 6. Lob pass to the left wing. Swatted away. Gets to Reimer. Chucks up a 3. In and out. Rebound loose. Stick back off the behind side of the backboard. And they're going to get a foul. Or are they? The officials waving DGN back to their bench. They say it's a foul. And they're going to send Aiden Akawi to the free throw line. So the desperation attempt on the extra effort from Aiden Akawi earns DGN some much needed points. Or we'll see. Akawi's first free throw. He got it.
That was a great job by Akawi to draw that contact. And frankly, that's not a foul Normal Community should have picked up. It was the right call, but Akawi was behind the backboard when he put the shot up. It had no shot of falling.
His second free throw. Swish. So our halftime score is now Normal Community 25, Downers Grove North 8 after 16 minutes of play. 12-minute halftime break. Joey, we've talked ad nauseum about Normal Community's defense, but I think the story really is their presence on the inside, not just Jaheim Weber, but the length of their guards. Everybody having their way for Normal Community.
Yeah, no, Normal Community on offense. Braylon Roman came in, had a great stretch. You can see why Connor Smith is the first off the bench. He has had a terrific game so far. Kobe Walker's been good on the offensive end. Jaheim Weber, who hasn't been good on the offensive end for a community, right? And Downers Grove North, again, we saw a little bit of success there. I think that was a Cowie, right, that drove in for the layup. Had a little more success going down low. Also getting to the free throw line there in the late stages to somewhat blunt the community momentum going into the locker room. But nevertheless, not a whole lot to talk about for Downers Grove North. Just too many bad threes. Credit that to Normal Community's defense. See if that can flip around in the second half at all.
Something needs to change if you're Downers Grove North, whether that's the pace, whether that's the composure of the offense, limiting turnovers. But again, I think it's less Normal Community miscues than it is just their good defense, or Normal Community forcing miscues, and it is just good defense. We'll step aside for a few minutes. Hey, tell you what, now's a good time maybe to flip on over to Richwood's Thornton as that game is coming right down to it. Fourth quarter, Richwood's leading 53-46 in the closing minutes of that one. We've gotten a few messages that we were dealing with a few technical difficulties. Those are now resolved up in Ottawa, so you can tune into that one for the final few minutes over on CSM. I would say CSM2, but hey, just the same channel over here on Clutch Sports Media. Joey, I think we need some water.
I think, yes, we do. It's been a lot of fun here at CFQ Arena, though. We'll get some hydration and come back for the second half. All Normal Community in this one. We'll see if Downers Grove North can cook up an answer at halftime.
Again, halftime score, Normal Community 25, Downers Grove North 8. One of these two teams 16 minutes away from a trip to state. Stay with us on CSM. We're back in Normal, just about set for the second half of basketball between Normal Community and Downers Grove North. Two teams, only one ticket to state. Normal Community with a 25-8 lead over DGN. Joey, what jumps out from the box score? Normal Community shot 55% in the first half. Downers Grove North just 12.5%.
Yeah, not the first half that Downers Grove North wanted or needed. 12% is one way to say it. 3 of 24 from the field is another way to say it. They've got the first possession. We're back on our way here, Larry, but not the first half DGN wanted. Let's see if they can find an answer quick here.
DGN and their home whites moving from left to right here in the second half, weaving the ball around the arc. It's in the arms of Jack Stanton. Drives inside on Newsom, dishes to Akawi, now back up top. And Thulin drives to the outside. Now it's Reimer up top. Back over to the right wing, Thulin weaves his way inside to the right elbow. Keeps it on the left wing. Stanton thought about a step back three. He backtracks high on the left. Stanton gets it right back after a pass from Reimer. Rolls around the screen from Reimer to the nail. Lobs it to Reimer. Drives the baseline against Weber. Spins. Hook shot. Blocked by Weber. Normal Community pulls in the rebound, and Braylon Roman sets up the first possession of the second half for the Iron. He lost the basketball. Here comes Roman tumbling into our broadcast position. He keeps it in bounds, though. Pass up top, stolen away by Stanton. Here he comes, driving to the basket. Right-hand layup. Missed it. Left it short. Niekamp the rebound. Here comes Normal Community again. Roman glides across half court. Pass down low, Cleveland. Goes up strong. He was swatted away. Blocked by Reimer.
Man, when Roman was coming at us, I think I had my hand up the whole way. He was coming over from the opposite free throw line. Knew there was going to be a collision there. Glad he's okay. Great hustle, though. Community, even for as big as their lead is, not letting off the gas pedal.
He ran the stop sign. Roman at the left elbow. Shoots. He's fouled. And now a technical called. A technical called on Owen Thulin. You got to be careful. You got to keep your composure in a game like this, Joey. And for Thulin, I think he feels bad right away. You can see it in his face. You just got to keep your composure, even though you're down 25-8, 6:47 left in the third quarter. The crowd will tell you you can't do that.
Well, and look, Downers Grove North is a very well-coached team. They've been on this stage before. They've gotten past this stage before. Qualified for the Class 4A state tournament last year. Jim Thomas and company know what they're doing, and I'm sure his first free throw falls. I'm sure even as Thulin felt bad about that, he'll get a word from Coach. Hey, settle down. We can't come back into this one if we're shooting ourselves in the foot.
By the way, that's Thulin's fourth foul. Being that he is a guard, I think he's going to stay out there. Roman makes both tech free throws, and now his shooting free throws. First one, too strong.
This has been a very cleanly officiated game, Larry. Our officials doing a nice job. 7 fouls on each team. So Thulin has the majority of Downers Grove North's fouls, but we haven't had a lot of whistles so far.
Roman at the line for the second set of his 2 sets, and he drains it. So Roman goes 3 of 4 on the event trip to the free throw line. Normal Community maintains possession. And it'll be Dexter Niekamp at half court to trigger it in. He slaps the basketball, sends the play in motion, and passes back into the backcourt for Roman. He crosses over on Ordway to get it across half court. Chest passes to Newsom. Out of the free throw line, back to Niekamp, back to Newsom. Drive inside, was partially blocked, and DGN comes down with it. Stanton lobs it up ahead, and the pass to Reimer was deflected and saved from going out of bounds by Cleveland. Normal Community gets it back, and a wild dribble is poked away. Stanton picks it up for DGN. He's across half court on the far sideline. Drive inside, lane line right, dish back out, Ordway, 3, in and out, rebound, brought down by Normal Community and Jaheim Weber, and a foul in transition. Pace starting to get a little chaotic there. Normal Community with a 20-point advantage. It's 28-8, 6:10 left for the third.
For as big as Normal Community's lead is, 20 points, they actually have twice the amount of turnovers that Downers Grove North has, 4-2.
I think that comes with playing with a little more pace. Inbounds pass goes to Cleveland. He backs down his defender and now resets to Roman. Pass on the right, Niekamp sways the basketball back and forth and now finds Cleveland, top of the arc, crosses over, slices his way inside, fadeaway jumper, just too strong. Reimer hauls in the rebound. DGN back with it, trailing by 20. 5:40 left for the third. Stanton Around a screen, step back, straightaway three, pure. That's a big-time three for Jack Stanton. Got to get him going if you're DGN. And that's Stanton's first bucket. Pass tipped out of bounds, and it'll stay with Normal Community on the far sideline.
On his 12th attempt, but that's a guy, Jack Stanton, that DGN needs down the stretch here. Didn't have a good first half, but he's a Princeton commit, knows how to shine in these situations. Jack Stanton's going to be a guy that they're going to have to keep going to and hope he shoots out of his funk. And a promising start to that there.
Jack Cowley is in, and Alex Miller is out. A few other subs for DGN. Dexter Niekamp waves around traffic, inbounds the ball to Braylon Roman. Full court pressure from the Trojans here. It clears out. Now Niekamp coasts across half court, moving to our left. Cleveland, his pass taken away into the hands of Cowley. Coast to the left block. He's fouled on the layup attempt. Cowley will shoot two. DGN starting to find a little bit of rhythm and defensive momentum here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of the, well, if you take X play away, but if you take that technical foul and that 4-point free throw swing away, it's looking like it's been the Trojans' quarter so far. Outside of that, they've got a 3-0 scoring advantage. So we'll see. These are huge free throws here from Crowley, but if they can cut this lead to 10, 12 points by the end of the frame, which isn't at all unreasonable, anyone's game with a lot of time left.
Crowley's first free throw goes down. Crowley really getting his first action of the ball game here. In his first minute, already earns a steal and a trip to the free throw line. He made his first to make it 28-12. He takes a deep breath, stares at the rim, bends at the knees, throws the second, and left it short. Rebound brought back in by Crowley. It's still loose and eventually tracked down by Stanton near half court. Extra pass into the left corner. Ordway thought about a three, and now it's reset back up top to Stanton. Passes up a screen from Reimer, weaves his way inside, driving a dish. Granto, three right wing, too strong. One-handed rebound brought down by Cleveland, and Community fans exhale. Pass ahead, Niekamp, wide open on the left wing, didn't shoot it, much to the fans' chagrin. Back over to the far wing, Smith. He lost the handle in the right corner and was tipped out of bounds by DGN.
That last three for DGN, I know it didn't go in, but that's the kind of look that they want. And I would have liked to see Niekamp maybe try his hand at taking that three that he passed up for NCHS.
Niekamp sends the play in motion, has Weber off the inbound. Shot was deflected. Niekamp gets it back, pass to Smith, pass to Weber, right block, goes up for the dunk. He was swatted away, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by DGN, and it's a foul. It's a foul on Jake Reimer. That's Reimer's third. So we were talking the first half, was it 2 or 3 on Reimer? It was indeed 2 then, but now it's 3. And Jaheim Weber will go to the free throw line.
And that's not a bad foul, because that's an easy 2 points for Weber. He was getting ready to slam one down. So I don't hate that foul from Reimer there to make him earn them. I tell you, Downers Grove North's playing with a little more energy. Just a little more spark here in this third quarter. Even that technical foul you could spin is just passion. Just really trying to do your part to make a play. First free throw is good from Weber, but I do like the increased energy I've seen from the Trojans here.
Officials blow the whistle in between free throws. Weber made the first. Now he toes the line for the second. Spins the basketball on the Valley logo. As DGN student section chants on. Weber's second. Has the shooter's touch. How often can you say that for a 6'10 high school big man? Weber goes 2 for 2. It's Normal Community 30, DGN 12. 4:50 left in the third.
Easy to say when that 6'10 player is committed to play ball at Wright State.
Sure. Division I, strong mid-major hoops at that. Stanton, you could say the same, headed to the Ivy League. He's got it for DGN straight away. Now Granto, three from the left side of the wheel, in and out. Rebound, batted around, still loose, out of bounds. Last touched by Normal Community. Or no, last touch by DGN. There are a few fist pumps, but those were frustrated fist pumps from DGN's sideline. Normal Community faces full court pressure. Niekamp scanning the floor to get it in, and he finds Cleveland in the right corner. Passes away to Roman, nearly has the ball swiped. Gets it across half court, still going downhill to the right block. Layup, he's called for the charge. Well, Roman mouthing some things that we can't repeat on air to himself as he climbs to his feet. DGN gets it back as they trail by 18, 4:26 left for the third.
To my earlier point about Downers Grove North living and dying by the three, Normal Community forced them into a lot of bad shots early. 1 of 18 from deep right now, Downers Grove North. You live by the three, you die by the three. It looks like they're going to keep attacking the perimeter.
Right now they're keeling over by the three. Offensive foul on DGN away from the basketball. A moving screen. I think they're going to get Jamison Ordway for that.
And to Normal Community's part, 3 of 6 from the three. Much better, 50% for the Ironmen. About a third of Normal Community's points, exactly a third, have come in the paint. They've got 10 of their 30 points down there.
Weber hands off to Roman across half court on the far sideline in front of the Iron bench. And a reset over to the left wing with Noah Cleveland. He swipes his hair, I think set a play in motion. Now finds Smith. He crosses over at the top of the arc. Back to Cleveland in the left corner. Double team comes in the zone defense. Cleveland slips it back to Smith, and he's fouled from behind. Easy foul call there, Joey. He was right in front of us. Too much momentum going into Smith. And DGN already passed that 5 foul mark. So Smith will go to the free throw line. He's got 2. 3:47 left for the third. In case you're just joining us, maybe a little shell-shocked by the score, 30-12, Normal Community. It's been all Iron from the start. Smith's first free throw off the left iron, off the backboard, and in.
Interesting point on Connor Smith. You know, he came in to play in relief of Nico Newsom, who picked up 2 fouls, and since then, they're riding with the hot hand. Smith's played 15 minutes, has 10 points if this goes in. I jinxed him badly. That didn't even hit the rim. But he's got 9 points. He's played a good 15 minutes, and Nico Newsom has only played 7 minutes. So they've really kind of gone. Dave Witzig making the right adjustment to stick with Smith.
Some fun student section activity. DGN says air ball. Community says scoreboard as they lead 31-12. Stanton has it on the right wing.
Fakes
rare
inside.
Error Smith. Drives inside, dishes out to the left wing. 3 from Crowley, left short, and the tick back from Stanton is good. Stanton on the inside a little bit for DGN. Makes it 31-14, 3:20 left for the third. Niekamp across half court, hands off Roman. Jump pass back to Niekamp on the right arc. He bobs and weaves his way through the zone defense as it flies by him. Pass back to Roman. He had it taken away. He recovers, and he's fouled on the far sideline. Jack Stanton almost had a steal. Kind of walks back towards his bench and holds his arms out as if to say, hey, what can I do? Roman going to the free throw line.
Mentioned that I mentioned that about a third of Normal Community's points have come in the paint. They've got 10 paint points and 31 points overall, but I think you could make a case that free throws should count as paint points, right? I mean, that's how you get there,
well,
you know, more often
not
than
all
not.
the
Not
time,
always,
though.
but
That's the problem. It's
nevertheless,
not an absolute.
Not an absolute.
First free throw goes from Roman.
No, but still, you get to the free throw line by drawing contact, often in the paint, and now Normal Community.
Roman leaves the second one short.
Second one misses. They're at 11 free throws for the game. 9 of them have gone in. So Normal Community attacking, doing a great job winning that physical battle.
Community 32, DGN 14, 2:55 left for the third, and a foul away from the basketball. On the defense, if we want to go with a football theme, it's on Noah Cleveland. He gets the "you can't do that" treatment from the folks in purple on the far side of the gym. Jake Reimer comes back in, playing with 3 fouls, and Bobby Grigranto to the bench. Jake Crowley, has it top of the arc, and he's fouled by Kobe Walker. Got a little twisted up in the legs, almost tripped him up. That's 3 on Walker. So the foul's starting to swing back DGN's way. That's the 4th team foul on NCHS as they lead 32-14, 2:50 left now. And Jaheim Weber says, all right, I'm going to come get you. Kobe Walker back to the bench. Stanton on the far sideline in front of his bench, triggers it in, has Ordway, gets it right back, drives inside on Smith. Euro steps, reverse layup is good. That's a Division I move right there from Stanton.
Absolutely. Stanton had just a little bit of space, but made the most of it. Great play.
Full court pressure from DGN. Cleveland, a few dribbles, terminates. And now has Roman, who passes across half court to Niekamp. Weaves to the left lane line, now picks it up and chucks it back up top. to Braylon Roman, who slows it down, tries to drive by Ordway, lobs it to the baseline. Cleveland thought about going up strong, lost the handle, out of bounds. On the baseline, going back to DGN. They've got a chance for back-to-back buckets. For, I don't have the stat in front of me, but maybe the first time all game, they trail 32-16, 2:20 left for the third. We'll get the research department on it.
Hey, three-pointer here would make it a 12-point game. I know the threes haven't been falling.
Crowley twirls with his pivot foot. Pass over to Stanton high on the right. Drive to the right baseline. Fadeaway jumper. Got it. Jack Stanton starting to will DGN back into this game. 32-18. About 2 minutes left for the third. Cleveland in the right corner. Dribbles the ball behind his back. Almost lost it. Didn't mean to do that intentionally. Passes it across to Roman. No look pass. Downstairs to Weber. Shot fake. Goes up strong, and he cashes in. Normal Community 34. DGN 18. 1:45 left for the third. Stanton had an open look at a three for a moment. Passes to Reimer. Gets it right back. Dribbles around the screen from Reimer at the left wing. Passes it up to Reimer. Now over to the right angle. Crowley, Reimer, straightaway three, off the bracket, rebound floated around, and it looks like Jack Crowley is shook up near half court. Joey, I don't know if you noticed, but Crowley kind of slipped in the same spot on back-to-back possessions, and now he's having some trouble getting up at half court.
Taking his time here.
I think he's cramping.
Yep.
Getting stretched out by his teammates. He's laying on the nostril of the bird beak. Suffocating the Illinois State Redbird logo.
I don't mind that. A couple of Bradley guys here in the booth. Yeah,
don't say that too loud in here.
Not a bad place to be. Real quick, back to your earlier point, Larry. That was Downers Grove North's only stretch of the game a moment ago when they had back-to-back field goals.
Wow. Good guess on my part, frankly.
No, right. You're in tune with the flow of the game.
Yeah, we try to be as Crowley's helped up. Back to his bench, and the good student assistants come up from Illinois State to mop up the floor.
Good, they're right on it here at Illinois State. I will say, I know I just advocated for the death of their mascot, but also a helper from Illinois State coming over to readjust the tablecloth. If you go back to the start of the third quarter when Braylon Roman came soaring at us, kind of shuffled the table up, and they just got that fixed, so it looks good again.
Normal Communities Noah Cleveland was fouled. He's at the free throw line and makes the first to make it 35-18. Minute and 29 seconds left for the third. Cleveland spins the ball in his hands, hoists the second. Book it. Cleveland makes it 37-18. Rather 36-18. Getting a little ahead of myself. No less. DGN with the basketball. Stanton weaves inside underneath the basket. Out to the right corner. Three on the way. Off the attachment. Out of the hand of Alex Miller. Rebound falls to Normal Community. Smith shifty on the dribble. Showing off the handles. One-hand addition to the right corner for Cleveland. Takes a few twists and turns. Passes back to Smith. Now a cross-court pass to Roman. Crosses over behind the back dribble. Now feeds Weber. One-on-one on the left baseline. Spins. Shot. Rolls over the rim. Rebound falls to DGN. Stanton hustles ahead in transition. Aware of his surroundings. Looking left. Passes left. Downstairs. Reimer. Shot fake. Can't get it back up. Extra pass. Right wing three from Miller. Misses left. Offensive rebound. Goes to Ordway and DGN. Reimer. Straightaway three. Rolls off the iron. Just no shooter's touch from DGN. Just not getting the friendly bounces on the rim. They trail 36-18, 30 seconds left for the third, and Smith is fouled near half court. Got to say, Joey, got a little chippy on that rebound, but both teams doing a good job not letting the tempers flare.
No, and two well-coached teams with a lot of experience on these staffs.
Oh, wow. Sorry to cut you off.
You're fine.
Fouls on Thulin. That's his fifth. Carry on.
Jim Thomas, the head coach for Downers Grove. One of his assistants, Jim Hawk, coached the Trojans from, I think, 2001 to 2007, if I'm correct. Coached them in the aughts there for a little bit. Dave Witzig, Normal Communities coach. One of his assistants, LeConte Nix, spent the last 2 seasons as Champaign Central's head coach. Longtime head coach, or longtime assistant coach at Champaign Central before that. So not only do these head coaches have a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge, but their assistant coaches are, they know how the game is played. They know how it's played at a high level.
Assistant coach is so important especially at the collegiate level, but also at the high school level. As Connor Smith at the free throw line splits the pair. It's Normal Community 37, DGN 18, 24 seconds left for the third. Stanton with lavender-colored shoes crosses over the half-court logo, angles to the right, crosses over, chucks up a shot, nearly banked it in on a circus attempt. Rebound tipped out of bounds, last touch by Normal Community, and Marcus Russell, who's into the game for his first time today.
Good call on those lavender shoes.
Thanks. It's good looking. I like them. Light color and then that darker purple on top.
Yeah, that's a sharp look.
You know, I'm biased. My high school was purple and gold. I love the DGN color scheme, that purple and gold trim. Inbounds pass on the left baseline. Goes to Granto. Hook shot. Too strong. Tip in. Too strong from Ordaway. And a foul will send Ordaway to the free throw line. So Jamison Ordaway is going to get a lot of big minutes down the stretch as Owen Thulin is now done for the ball game, the senior starting point guard for DGN. And if you follow basketball, you know how important a starting point guard is, even if they don't score.
Oh, yeah, facilitator. Those assists can really add up. If you're adept at finding teammates, getting them open, especially when you're facing so much height and such a capable defense here in this Normal Community team, you need a quarterback. You know, you need someone that can find the open teammate and on defense, you know, get some steals and play those passing lanes.
First free throw misses right from Ordaway. 37-18 our score, 7 seconds left in the third. Second free throw too strong, rebound batted around, brought down by Cleveland and Community. 4 seconds left, Roman lobs it across half court. Riot going down the lane, Weber, it's another buzzer-beating dunk from Jaheim Weber. A thunderous slam, somebody say head taps. Oh wow. Make it 39-18 going to the fourth quarter. Normal Community's fans can't believe what they've just seen. It's like deja vu. A buzzer-beating dunk from Weber for the second straight week.
Larry, Jaheim Weber is an incredibly talented player. Wright State's got a good one. I have no idea how he did that. He had the ball from half court onward, facing the clock, which was winding down. It drove through about 2 or 3 Downers Grove defenders and slammed it home. Oh, my goodness. And that, in a nutshell, is how this game has gone for Normal Community. 8 minutes away from a trip to State Farm Center would be their first trip to the IHSA's Big Dance since 2015. Finished runner-up that year. Dave Witzig, recently a 500-game winner, has really got to like this 21-point lead that he's built. And we could analyze it until we're blue in the face, Larry, but I think the stat, 1 of 24 for Downers Grove North from 3. That is the ball game right there. Community smothering them on the three-point lines. Team that likes to shoot a lot of threes. You live by the 3, you die by the 3. I said it earlier. It's the old cliche. But 1 of 24 is exactly how this game has gone. And 7 of 40 from the field.
Oof. 8 minutes left for the ball game. Fourth quarter underway. Normal Community leads 39-18 over Downers Grove North. Braylon Roman at the controls for the Ironmen. He passes it to Newsom. Crossover. And a kick from the free throw line out to Cleveland. Back to Roman in the right corner. Post feed. Weber fouled. Going to the dunk again. That time he couldn't finish it. It was almost back-to-back dunks for Jaheim Weber. This time he'll shoot a little less exciting free throws.
And not only do those missed threes add up just from obviously missed points, but so many bricks, Larry. I mean, that's given a good opportunity to Normal Community to open up a huge lead on the glass. 30-20 is their rebounding edge. 24-9 is their defensive rebounding advantage. And that's created a lot of opportunities for Community to get extra possessions. You called it last game. It's a possession game. It is.
Those possessions matter. As Weber goes 1 of 2 at the free throw line, it's Normal Community 40, DGN 18, 7:40 left for the fourth. Desperation time for DGN. Stanton swings it to the left. Granto, 3, left side. Rattles off the rim. Physical rebound going on, and Akawi brings in the rebound, and now a whistle called as Akawi was driving. And it looked like Smith kind of body slammed the guy who was boxing out, kind of unintentionally. Well, I can't speak to his intentions, but certainly did not look menacing. But we've seen that a few times. stays with DGN. Foul on the rebound. As Ordaway on the right baseline, zips it up. 3 from Granto, right of the circle, misses left. Long rebound brought in by Cleveland. Normal Community in transition. Newsom over to Weber. Layup rolls off the rim. DGN in transition now. Stanton weaves his way across half court. High on the left, crosses over on Newsom and backtracks near half court. Newsom bringing pressure. Stanton around a screen to the free throw line, into the lane, throws up a shot, and he's fouled. Normal Community fans are up in arms about something. They wanted the foul on that Jaheim Weber layup attempt on the other end.
There was contact. I mean, both players hit the floor hard, but also you're up 40-18 late in the game. I don't know what more you want. It's been a well-officiated game.
I agree. I'm with you there.
Goodness, listening to those fans behind us, you'd think they were trailing by 22 points.
But instead, Normal Community with a 40-18 advantage. 7:03 left for the fourth. And now an official heads to the scorer's table to clarify something. Fouls on Weber, his second. Stanton inbounds, gets the handoff right back. Corner 3 is swished through. Jack Stanton trying to get his boys fired up. DGN finally over the 20-point plateau. It's 40-20. It's a long 2, they're calling it. 6:50 left for the fourth. Smith loses his dribble behind half court, swings it across to Roman. Weaves inside, no look pass to Newsom was a little bit too good. Zips out of the baseline, out of bounds, going back with Community. Scoreboard is incorrect according to the live stats. They had that one as a 3, 40-21.
They better get that corrected. These fans behind us are...
they've had a long night of chirping the scoreboard operator
goodness.
here. DGN moving from left to right. Stanton lobs it up. Reimer, left wing 3, swirls the iron and out, and Cleveland is fouled on the rebound. How many times have we said that for DGN today? Rims out, swirls the iron and out, halfway down and out. Just been one of those days.
We have said that 36 times tonight. 8 of 44 from the field.
I don't know if it's been every time. Might be a little generous. Can't confirm. These rims can be a little unfriendly to visitors.
College rims.
Smith, overhead pass into the waiting arms of Newsom. No look pass. Weber, two-handed rim rocker. Weber, the easy money dunk, makes it 42-21. Normal Community. Stanton response 3 off the front of the rim. Rebound brought down by Ordaway. Back up top, Stanton weaves his way into the left corner. Around Newsom to the free throw line. Now the right block picked up by Weber, and he resets back up to the top of the arc. Stanton slips it over to Akawi. Now back to Stanton. Bounce pass up top, Reimer. He'll shoot the 3. He left it short. Rebound brought down by Braylon Roman. Normal Community playing a little bit like the Harlem Globetrotters right now on offense, and they're locking down on defense. Roman, no-look pass into the right corner. Cleveland hauls it in. Didn't have any option but to pass it away to Connor Smith, high on the right. At the back of the feathers at the Redbird logo, Smith passes it over to the left wing. Roman crosses over, gets downhill, left block, fadeaway jumper, misses right. And Weber almost had the rebound, but instead it goes to DGN. Stanton, no-look pass to the right wing. It's Miller, pass down low, Reimer to the right block, trying to power it up, doesn't have much room, and he's swatted away by Weber. Rebound to Cleveland and Community. They still lead 42-21, 5:10 left for the fourth. Smith dancing his way across half court. Chest pass to Cleveland. A few dribbles, back over to the right side. He hands it back to Roman. One-on-one with Ordaway to the top of the arc. Dishes over to the right to Newsom. He dribbles backwards. Community chewing some clock. Roman tips it into the corner, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by DGN. They almost tracked it down. Ordaway checks out, and Jack Crowley comes in. And now Nolan Herder, the 6'2 junior guard, will come in for DGN as well.
By the way, an update on that Richwoods-Thornton game. Richwoods did hold on to win 58-52, so they will punch their ticket to State Farm Center.
Holding it down for Central Illinois. Looks like NCHS is going to do the same, leading 42-21, 4:40 left for the fourth. Smith in between the circles. Double team comes. He takes one dribble, terminates it. He's trapped at half court, and a timeout taken by Normal Community. And Dave Widzig, it's a 30-second timeout as they lead 42-21, 4.5 minutes left. And what do you think Dave's saying in that huddle right now? Probably something like, all right, just keep on playing, do our thing.
Yeah, don't change anything. I mean, again,
slow day at the office if you're Dave Widzig.
Yeah, not a whole lot to adjust. Downers Grove North has added a three-pointer, of course, but just 2 of 30. I think just keep playing defense, keep boxing out, keep rebounding. And on offense, don't turn the ball over and we'll be just fine. Don't give Downers Grove North any extra possessions. I think this 21-point lead is safe, but just play within yourself on offense and don't leave anything to chance. By the way, I do want to update Class 1A score. Clutch Sports Media will not have a Class 1A team at State Farm Center. Winchester taking down Illini Bluffs tonight 46-42 in Jacksonville. So unfortunate to see the Tigers season end, but it was a good run through the Super-Sectional round. Same to Hayworth.
Putting in work on the out-of-town scoreboard over there, Joey. Good work.
I got to give the folks at IHSA credit, IHSA.org. Easy to navigate. And a quick score update as we get back underway. Palatine leading Warren right now, 31-28. Winner of that game plays the winner of this game at State Farm Center on Friday.
Newsom dances on the dribble. He lost the handle. It's tipped out of bounds. Last touch by DGN, so it stays with Community as they move to our left. 4:21 left for the fourth. It's 42-21. Community on top of DGN.
Pardon me, Larry. That's Friday at 2. I would think if Community can hold on, I think we'll be there.
Yeah, safe to say.
Safe bet.
Roman has it near half court, guarded by his fellow number 11. Crowley drives inside, acrobatic layup, had it knocked out of his hands. And he's fouled on the shot, so he'll have 2. How about Braylon Roman tonight? It seems like he's kind of been in the middle of everything. He's got 11 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, but he's a guy who's involved in every single Normal Community possession.
Yeah, he really has been, and we've seen him getting after it on both ends of the ball. Of course, he had that near collision earlier.
With Joey Wright?
And with you. He was coming right at both of us.
You were the one who put up the stop sign, and he ran
He was
through.
coming right at me, but he would have taken you out, too.
I ducked off to the right.
He would have taken the whole table out.
First one from Roman is good.
Well, how about this? To get to me, he would have had to go through your laptop.
Yeah, that would not have been good.
That's what I was trying to protect.
I've got my extra padding for my laptop out here courtside as Roman misses the second one. Normal Community leading 43-21, 4:05 left for the fourth. And Crowley trots it up across half court. Has Reimer at the right elbow. Handoff back to Stanton. Curls around a screen. Shoots the 3. Off the front of the rim. Newsom the rebound. Hustles ahead in transition. Euros to the basket. Flings up the layup. It rolls off the rim. Rebound tipped around. Brought in by Niekamp. He sticks it back in. Normal Community keeps on tacking on. They lead 45-21. 3:40 left for the fourth. Stanton at the top of the arc. Passes to nobody in particular. It eventually trickles to Nolan Herder. Left corner 3 is swatted away by Newsom. Ryder drives to the basket. Left-handed layup is good. Reimer, lays it up and in. DGN back on the scoreboard for the first time in some time. It's 45-23. Community back with it. Cleveland splits the defense. Pass over to Roman at the left wing. DGN trying to foul. Pass over to Newsom. Into the corner for Niekamp. Drives on the baseline. He's cut off. And a jump ball, or is it a foul called? It's a jump ball. Possession arrow favors DGN. Kobe Walker checks out, and Jaheim Weber back in. Ironmen with the starting 5 out there. 3:04 left for the fourth. It's 45-23. Normal Community well on their way to Champaign and on their way to snapping DGN's 12-game win streak and avenging a loss that they had to DGN back in January. Stanton hands off to Crowley. Dribbles at the CEFQ Arena logo near the left wing. Hand off to Miller. Cross-court pass, Stanton. Shuffles his feet, drives inside, dishes left corner. Crowley 3, trickles off the rim, and a foul on the rebound. 2:41 to go in the fourth. Community's just got to run this one out. Dave Widzig can't believe the foul. They're going to get Normal Community for this one. But in the grand scheme of things, I don't think it'll matter that much.
Larry, they've been playing ball at Normal Community since 1905, back in the days of apple baskets and cages around the court. And for all of Normal Community's storied basketball history, this will be just their third trip to the state finals. Never won a state championship in over 100 years of basketball.
Well, I mean, when those posts started floating around this summer about Normal Community's lineup, I think they knew that their eyes were going to be fixated on Champaign. DGN with it, and Stanton loses the basketball. Pass was bounced off of his shins right in front of DGN's bench. And Stanton has shown some really good leadership tonight, Joey. He's been the first one to pick up his teammates. Ordaway was the one who passed the ball off of his foot, and Stanton goes over, gives him a high five, says, all right, it's all good. It's easier said than done, especially when you're getting blown out like this, 45-23. Community, Cleveland, down low. Weber, an authoritative slam. He was wide open. He left no doubt. It's 47-23, 2:20 left for the fourth. Stanton pulls up, left wing, triple, too strong. Rebound hauled in by Cleveland. Can Community get the circus show going again? Cleveland, bounce pass, right wing, and a drive, and a right side layup from Newsom is good. It's 49-23. This ball's popping around like popcorn for Normal Community.
And more often than not, it's been in the right place at the right time.
Cowie, right wing. Reimer drives inside. One-handed dunk for Reimer. And Normal Community can taste it now. Timeout taken by DGN. The bench energy is palpable. And this energy from the student section has been palpable all night for Normal Community.
Oh, it's been a great crowd. They're having a lot of fun. They're getting into it. I will say they had the overrated chant going a minute ago, and I'm not gonna get mad at them for that. That's just kids having fun. But I will say they're wrong. This is a very good Downers Grove North team that cooled off at the wrong time, but they made it to state last year. 29-4 this season. They've had a great year. The threes didn't fall tonight. The shots didn't go. Community played really good defense. But this is a Downers Grove North team. Senior-led, Aiden Akawi will be back in the fold next year, but they'll lose 4 starters. But what they've done over the last couple of years, I don't know. That's a group next year of newcomers, relatively. I wouldn't count them out for winning some big games and getting back to the stage.
Normal Community well on their way to the big stage. It looks like it's going to be their turn this year as they lead 49-25 out of the DGN timeout. It's Normal Community basketball. It's triggered into Braylon Roman on the right baseline. Pass over to the far side to Smith. Back over to Roman in the center of the floor. Lob pass to Cleveland in the right corner. Ironmen starters out there to finish it out. Weber on the right baseline, hounded by Reimer. Drives to the basket, easy layup, count it, and one.
Well, when it's your night, and Normal Community not letting up here with 1:29 left in the fourth.
Jaheim Weber with 21, and to quote some of our good friends at Clutch Sports Media, DGN has Jaheemed its last Weber. They will not see him again. And now a line change for DGN. Normal Community's ovation is big, but DGN's ovation is nice and big too. And here come Normal Community starters out of the ball game. For both sides, what a great environment here tonight.
Fantastic crowd at CEFCU Arena, and this student section behind us for Normal Community is going to go crazy in 1:29. 89 seconds left in Downers Grove North season. Larry, this is just proof that it's hard to win in the postseason. Very good Downers Grove North team. They've been doing a lot of winning and winning big this season. And they're going to fall by, in all likelihood, at least 20 points as Weber hits the free throw and he'll check out.
Listen to these fans for Weber. 22 points, 5 rebounds for Jaheim Weber, the Wright State commit. He's fired up. He's earned that right. Normal Community leads 52-25. 1:20 left. Orlana into the ball game. Finds Jack Richmond. Left elbow 3 is good. No, rather, left elbow 2 is good. And DGN's crowd goes crazy. Always good to get the backups and the guys who have worked so hard on the practice squad all year in for their due. And the left corner, Owen Osborne, 3, left it short. Rebound for DGN. They push the pace. Novak in. He scores and 1. Andrew Novak going to the free throw line. 48 seconds left in the fourth.
Novak, another one of those juniors we talked about earlier. Stands at 6'3". He'll be a big part of what Downers Grove North looks to do next season.
Marcus Russell comes out. Mac Brennan, a football standout for the Iron, comes in on the hardwood here. And 1 free throw from Novak, too strong. Rebound loose and scooped up in the far corner by Normal Community. That was Burden with the rebound. He takes it across half court. Slings it in the inside. Darnell underneath, and a layup and a foul as Osborne drove to the basket.
You mentioned football, Larry. How about this measure of revenge to some degree for Normal Community? A great football team last season, 12-0 start to the season. Ran into Downers Grove North in the semifinal round, 42-0 loss. Cost them a trip to the state championship game. Measure of revenge, I think these students know that behind us. And I think those on the floor probably know that too.
Joey, I wouldn't even rule out a let's play football chant from DGN student section. That's a classic.
It's
got to play the hits.
Good clap back in this situation.
The free throw is good from Owen Osborne. He pumps his arms, fires up the student section. A lot to be fired up tonight about for Normal Community. 53-29 lead, 26 seconds left. 3 launch from McNulty, no good. Stick back, also left short. Rebound brought down by Caleb Tyus. Normal Community can probably dribble this out. Terrion Darnell across half court at the logo. DGN continuing to play defense. 10 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds. 53-29 is going to be the final score. It was always the end point in the navigation system for Normal Community. They're going to Champaign for the first time since 2015. 53-29, the final score. Pure and utter domination as the Ironmen are going back to state.
Normal Community led for all but a minute and 13 seconds in this game, Larry. 30 minutes and 47 seconds out in front for the Ironmen. It's 22 points from Jaheim Weber, 12 points from Braylon Roman, 10 points from Connor Smith off the bench. And that is as complete a win as you'll see in an IHSA Super-Sectional contest.
They shot 50% from the floor, held DGN to 2 of 35 from 3. My goodness. Won the rebounds 39-29. Joey, we can read the box score all we want, but it was a dominant victory for the Ironmen, and they will play for an opportunity to bring home a first place trophy for the first time in school history.
And I like their chances, Larry. I mean, this is a team that's got it all. They've got talent along the perimeter. They've got talent down low. It's as big a team as remains in any of the IHSA's 4 classes. They've got great coaching and Dave Witzig, assistants Nathan Foster, John Hughes, LeConte Nix, Matt Schweinberg. And you hear the celebration behind us. They're celebrating with the plaque at center court. Swath of media is out there, a lot of cameras, and now they're going to go party with their friends.
They head to the student section. They deserve a big party tonight. Boy, did they come out in full force. Granted, that's what you'd expect. It's just down the road from Normal Community High School here at Illinois State. But it makes it all that more special that they can do it basically in their backyard.
Yeah, that definitely helped draw some fans out here. I think they would have traveled, but nevertheless, as we said at the top of the show, I would estimate 5,000 or 6,000 people here tonight at least. The entire lower bowl at CEFCU Arena full. You hear them still making noise. They've stuck around behind us. There were a lot of people in the upper deck for this one too. It's about a 10,000 seat arena, so I don't think it's unfair to say it was more than half full tonight. And there is going to be a huge party in Champaign on Friday and Saturday. A lot of orange at the home of the Illini.
Yes, sir. Again, the final score, Normal Community leaves no doubt 53-29 over Downers Grove North. The final score in Normal today. Joey, who will they play?
Well, it's tied right now between Palatine and Warren, 46 all at Northern Illinois right now in DeKalb. So it's going to be a good one between Palatine and Warren. I'll see if I can track down a further update here before we sign off. Looks like the last update we had, Chicago Curie was up on Homewood Flossmoor by a point, 21-20. Not sure when that was in the game. New Trier had a commanding lead over Glenbard North, 61-41. So I would guess New Trier is probably going to go to State Farm Center
again.
But yep, as they know the way to Champaign here in recent years. But it's going to be Palatine or Warren. They're locked in a good one. I tell you though, if I was either of those teams, I would not want to see the Ironmen on Friday. That'll be a 2 o'clock tip-off.
Indeed it will be, and Normal Community is going to bring a big contingent if today is any indication. Normal Community 53-29, the final score over Downers Grove North. It's a super-sectional title for a super team. It's what they've been all year, Joey. Their last loss was to Metamora, another one of the powers in Central Illinois, and I think one of the big takeaways from tonight, Central Illinois has got it going on. Between Richwoods going to state, Normal Community now going to state in 4A. Metamora won the 3A title last year. It's slept on by a lot of folks up north.
And two, look at the girls basketball side of the picture. Peoria Notre Dame, 2A state champs. Illini Bluffs was right there. Look what Lincoln did just outside of our area. We don't do much with the rail splitters, but might have to with how much success that program's had. It truly is a road that runs through Central Illinois, Peoria, Bloomington, Normal, Champaign too in years past, although there will be no teams from that part of the state there. But yeah, it's a tough road. Downstate has really started to hold its own here in these bigger classes.
It has indeed. It will be a party tonight in Normal. Usually don't do that on a Monday, but today's a special occasion. Super-sectional champs, the Normal Community Ironmen, are going to Champaign for the state semifinals on Friday. One last ovation as they leave the court for the final time tonight. And we'll get set to leave the air. Joey, any final thoughts?
No final thoughts. Our friend Aaron Britton is on hand for Palatine Warren at Nesto Hoops on Twitter. His last update, 2:49 in the fourth quarter, Palatine up 50-48. So won't get a final score as to the Ironmen's state opponent before we sign off, but Aaron Britton has you covered for that, so give him a follow. Just a complete effort. I really like this Normal Community team's odds at State Farm Center on Friday at 2 o'clock in the semifinal.
With a performance like they had tonight, how could you not? One more time, the final score tonight from CEFCU Arena. Normal Community 53, Downers Grove North 29. For my partner Joey Wright, I'm Larry Larson saying thank you so much for joining us on your Monday night. Not just for our coverage here at CEFCU Arena for this game, but also for our last game, our coverage up north at Ottawa, where Richwoods advanced to state to take down Thornton. This has been a presentation of Clutch Sports Media. So long, everybody.